9 athletes out there, 3 Kenyans, 2 Australians, 1 athlete each from England, Wales, India and Canada.
The Asian silver medalist representing India, Avinash Sable.
So where we go then, Rob Walken, can you see anybody denying Kenya a retention of the title? Might be tougher to figure out which of the 3 Kenyans starts as favourite, but it is a very strong trio they brought here to Birmingham.
Really strong, Tim, and I think you would fancy them perhaps to go 7 clean sweeps in a row. Perhaps looking on paper, Tim, you touched on Sable and what a great season he's had with that national record when he was 5th in Rabat, the Indian leading. Maybe if one of the Kenyans runs into a problem, if he can run anywhere close to that 8-12 national record, it would be a sensational situation for the Indian to get him to shake up. But you mentioned Serem, world junior champion, Kipruto, the defending champion, coming back to form, and Kibiwott, one of the fastest men in the world this year, and the national champion. The trio of Kenyans are absolutely sensational. It is hard to see beyond them.
Well, Kenya's dominance of the steeplechase over the last 20 years and more, 30 years, is unquestioned. It is beginning to show 1 or 2 cracks in Eugene. A couple of weeks back, 19 days ago, at the World Championships, El Bakkali of Morocco, who is the Olympic champion. Kipruto, Conseslus Kipruto, in the middle there of this Kenyan trio. I talked about 1-2-3s for Kenya. 2:39 that first kilometre. It's sub-8-minute tempo. This is fantastically fast. The Commonwealth Games record was by Kipruto 4 years ago, 8:10. This will be significantly quicker unless there's a significant slowing. Sable just latched onto this trio of Kenyan vests. It's Kibiwott, Kipruto and Serem, 1, 2, 3. Sable in 4th place. He will be hoping that one of them fades or maybe comes a cropper at one of these obstacles. We saw it last night in the women's steeplechase. The Olympic champion hitting a barrier with a lap and a half to go, allowing an English athlete to take a super silver. Sable tucked in behind them, but if he even if he hangs on to this run, doesn't get a medal, he may get a personal best. The Indian there in blue, he's having a fabulous run so far.
Well, the interesting thing about this pace, Tim, at their very best,
battling on to try and stay with this trio. Are we heading for another Kenyan 1-2-3, or could there be an upset?
Well, Tim, you and I spend a lot of time covering distance races in India, and the World Youth title, World Junior title, 5 consecutive World Championship medals, and Kibiwott's just having a little look over his shoulder there, Tim. I think he feels 1 or 2 of his compatriots as we look at Kipruto in 2nd. I think the leader's asking for a little bit of help. He just gesticulated to Kipruto in 2nd as if to say, come on, 2 laps to go, you need to get involved.
Well, he's pushing on Kibiwott and actually getting a bit of a gap on Kipruto. Kipruto, Conseslus Kipruto, is not the same runner he was 2 or 3 years ago. He's been having trouble this last couple of years, injury problems in particular, as well as the problems away from the track. And while it's been great to see him back this year, Conseslus Kipruto, he is the Rio Olympic champion, he's the defending Commonwealth champion, he's twice world champion, and this wonderful return from him is so good to see. But he's run 8:08 this year, and Kibiwott here is pushing on and maybe taking it into territory that Kipruto just cannot live with. And in fact, that gap is growing, Rob, very significantly. 1.5 seconds there at that water jump for the penultimate time.
Kibiwott does have the advantage, and look at that. Conseslus Kipruto has been dropped. Sable has moved up into the silver medal position. This will be generating incredible excitement back in India. He's having the race of his life.
The bell ended about 7:07. Kibiwott continues to lead. Sable in 2nd place. The irony of this is that Sable of India in the blue, who surely now is heading for a medal from the age of 6, almost Kenyan style, because we're so familiar with this story for the Kenyans, would run or walk to school the 6 kilometres distance between home and school as there was no transport. And that is what so many of the Kenyans do. And Sable now pulls up alongside Kibiwott. It's unthinkable, surely, that a Kenyan can be defeated. They're not going to have a 1-2-3, barring disaster in this next 150 metres. The water jump for the final time. This is critical. A little skip there from Kibiwott. What was that in second place, a metre down. Has he got the speed? Kibiwat grimacing, looks over his shoulder. Sable, this final barrier is critical. Sable takes it well. Kibiwat a little better. I don't know if the Indian's going to get there, or is he? As they come to the line, it's going to be tight. Sable's so close. He runs a new personal best, surely, the winning time, 8:11. A superb silver for the Indian, but gold again for Kibiwat of Kenya. Abraham